somebody stop me, stop me, stop me, oh, somebody stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Wake up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends,
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost.
Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building that we're.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Breeze. And incomplete to open things up. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now Breeze on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
What I love about Cameron Jordan's game is that it's so varied. He can play the run so effectively. Also rushes the passer, and at times he'll run with a receiver downfield. You name it, Cam Jordan does it, and he does it with some flair.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance.
Why did he just do that?
Why did he good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a good offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Do what?
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now Breeze wants the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
I have no time to throw the freaking ball.
The ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze on the move to his left.
I literally have no time to throw the ball, bro.
This will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, line is so freaking bad.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Oh, now he bowls him over. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be
he's not offensive line, dude.
First and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go on 4th down to Breeze. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach.
Oh my god, bro, this is freaking annoying. My team can't catch.
His second touchdown on the season, and the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well, not getting the ball to the right places, not doing things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you look to your quarterback a lot?
You have to, because you certainly can't look to the crowd to help you. They're there to be against you, so your quarterback has to lead you, and the best way he can do it is to play well.
Why didn't you hand it? It was a handoff play, dude.
He's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
So how did he catch it? Oh my god, didn't he catch it? It's annoying.
Yo, dang, you lost some.
everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. They'll run it with Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop. Behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Foles drops it off to Ajayi. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Foles. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 15 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now Foles. And that is incomplete here. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now. Ready to see what they can do here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Up to about the 8-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule.
Why? Close my door.
That run.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Gets past him at the 10, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Bennett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not. But the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And take it right on the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
We already ate.
For the backup wins.
Yeah.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
The food meal he made.
Able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to third down. Now Wentz on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First carry for James Conner. Finding room inside the 40. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
They call him Podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chain, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital.
Why are you stepping out of bounds for, boy? Yo, what's up? And it felt so good.
First and 10, here's Brees. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Brees now on first down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, I didn't think I was running it.
When you talk about swinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
Shoot,
in
that's
this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Breeze to throw.
Lob pass. What are you throwing a bullet pass for? You turd.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna miss. Yep.
And his kick is no good.
Sweet.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I pressed that way too early. Gosh, I did it again. Terrible kick. I might need to put my phone down.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, McCoy.
Oh.
His pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Back to the air on 2nd down. McCoy under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Demario
secondary
Davis.
help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Such a beast.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, McCoy.
No, I hit the wrong button. I hit.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive.
Dadgummit.
That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now
He threw it to my
4th down.
defender and I hit the wrong button.
And 3rd down is a key
God.
down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense.
I thought it was gonna go over me, so I hit the SWAT button, trying to swat it.
On the passing downs, that's a pretty good first
I was like,
step
nope,
right
that's
there.
definitely not going.
This will be taken at the 10.
And I juked way too early there.
61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Why is Kamara not my
Football
running
going
back?
over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
I certainly do, and I think people are wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle.
Dang it.
Ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs, and when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected, but they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas. And that has worked very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas, and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas. Channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. That one goes for 24 yards. Breeze now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Breeze now to throw. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
To throw is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carr. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I thought they just said incomplete. I was like, what?
They'll try to run for the first one.
No, why is he running it? He's supposed to fake it.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because earlier...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And
no.
The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6.
I honestly did not mean to fake that. That's why I was like, no. Oh my god.
Go in there, you should just go knock it down in that situation. Turn it over.
Literally.
Coordinator recently tell me we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
No, guys, it was by accident. I didn't mean to do it purposely. What are y'all talking about? Oh. Yeah, it was by accident. Shut up.
Now Breeze to try
oh, y'all haters.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it up here this
I'm gonna ban that one kid.
21.
I don't know what his name is, but I'll find out.
And it'll make it a second down. Shotgun now for Breeze.
No, you...
God. So they got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the
Why is he not law passing? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes.
He literally just bullet passed a pass that should have been lobbed, which I said to lob it. But.
Now McCoy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson.
That was just unlucky, guys. Because he didn't do what I told him to do.
This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. Nifty move.
No.
And a nifty return there. He's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return gets you to midfield is a...
1 second. I want to know why Alvin Kamara is not my full-time running back. There we go.
Great return. 1 first down, and almost in field goal position.
Dog.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush out right. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
Oh, come on.
He throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
That's an easy catch, bro. Come on.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Oh, my God.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Wow.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Oh, my God.
And that Giants coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just
this is so stupid, bro.
Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33.
No, intercepted. No, swatted.
But was hurt down the stretch.
Why are you swatting when I'm saying intercept?
96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona.
Because you could have definitely intercepted that.
Indianapolis, and then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson that defenses fear.
Here's McCoy.
Oh my gosh.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Ooh.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 10-yard pickup.
No, it wasn't. That's stupid. There's no.
They didn't just gash him. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He can muster only a yard there. He'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Hey, go lay down. Sit right now. Sit. Ruby, sit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Hey.
Operating from the gun. McCoy buying time to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McCoy. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Go, girl. Go, go, go. Love you, Dad.
Love you too. You're right.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Flush to his right. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. McCoy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to run inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Kamara now to return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket on the crossing route. Complete. That's Watson. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And that's going to be incomplete.
We can do.
Josh Hill was the target, and it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And that's incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Forced out to his left.
Oh my, he's open. Why didn't that touch that?
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. And I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's just switch it. Who cares who carves the turkey? I want to know what you're going to be knocking down on your plate on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, definitely turkey. Now, my mom's corn and green bean casserole, while it may not sound overly appetizing, is out of this world. And her sweet potato casserole, second to none.
So, I should be making my plans to fill a seat at the Garden household?
You're more than welcome.
Because I think my household may kick me out.
What's your favorite? What's on your plate?
I'm telling you, when you throw the yams at me, look out. Because I'm gonna go to town. That's like dessert to me.
Well, how about dessert? I go pecan and apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the pecan pie, but I do love a chocolate pie. I can't help myself. It's one of my favorites.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCoy, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy. This is caught.
What is my defense doing?
Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
I got an email from the head coach today about a prospect team in January.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away.
It's interesting that the assistant coach.
This is fielded at the goal line. Gets around him, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will
I
set
don't
up
know either,
shop
Christopher.
at
I
the
don't know what my defense is
23-yard
doing.
line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Breeze going to throw. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10.
See, look at this. I'm telling him to lob pass it, and he throws a bullet pass. The dude's wide open.
Linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kamara now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down.
I have no time. What is
taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Easy.
Throwing now is Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. Steps away to his left. Now it got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying And on that play, the
Literally just have to throw it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10.
Trash, bro.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And a hit.
Look at this. Are you watching this, Christopher? It hit him in his hand.
Pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good.
Offense was on the move.
Hit him
now
right in the
straight
hands.
Incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Breeze now. And now another one thrown incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and back the ball away.
I just gotta pick a different team. Don't know. Because my team is obviously garbage.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Redskins' defense going to take over on the turnover on down.
Nobody was even covering you, Camaro. Why didn't you catch it?
Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They start the drive with Peterson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And a good swarm of the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when they don't get it on a 4th down drive. They had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
To throw, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got another 1st down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right center. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Breeze now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze rolling to his right, and this is complete. It's Marshall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Breeze. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Handoff comes to Peterson. Ooh, with a juke. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both...
Thicker the bag. Meet him a buying, a lace and no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' do that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
But if you're a fan of defense, especially this defense, you like what you're seeing here in the early going. Play with some great energy. Already have a sack. And on that one,
why would
came
you
back
go
and
for
forced an
it?
incompletion.
Yeah.
They're getting after him.
There's an assistant coach college.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football
talk to me
already
like
being
on
in
the
the
phone
red
or
zone.
email me.
Emailed mom.
Oh, I was about to say he doesn't. I don't remember seeing. I don't remember seeing an email from him.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for
I need to
it's
tell
intercepted.
to that person.
Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So I don't know what you make of this team.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think they mostly the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more. And he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away through the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix obviously at the top, but you're right, just above 500. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw here, Roethlisberger steps away.
Dude, you're wide open. Catch the flipping ball.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Second down, Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3.
190.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
So that one will be accepted. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington. And they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Ben to throw again. And McDonald here over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 35 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession.
You still using my phone?
And have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger, and it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to get it running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
I send it to her.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Dad, he got back to you already.
He texted you back already?
He said, thank you for getting back to me. My email is whatever. And then he says, I am currently traveling. I can give you a call later this week when I return to the office.
What's that?
He just said he's busy and he just sent an email. But he'll call once he gets back to the office.
And forthcoming
So,
a field goal
actually,
try for the
I'm currently
Cowboys.
traveling. Can I give you a call later this week?
From
Can I
an
turn it
even
off?
40 yards
Well,
out.
I think you should say.
And this one brought in by Gathers.
Yes,
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Doesn't work. The Steelers offense now, they get